What's going on? I have been late to the party regarding this new trad culture it's getting bigger and bigger with these, I would say, Gen Zs, maybe. Um, some millennials are jumping on the bandwagon of being a trad wife. Now, I love my Gen Zs, my young people, but they love those acronyms. So let me just say TRAD is traditional. Um, having a traditional relationship or role, um, being a trad person, a woman is, I would say, submissive, um, not working, a homemaker, which is nothing wrong with it. I'm sure there's a lot of feminists out there that it's an uproar because they feel like we've come so far. Why go back in the dark ages? What is my take in this? You know, there is something special about having tradition in a relationship. I feel, just observing, that some marriages actually last longer with traditional uh, behavior in it. I'm just observing before you throw tomatoes at me. I notice the role of a woman in the marriage back in the day, um, submitting to her husband, cooking his dinner, making sure that he's cared for, um, not being so aggressive, having that balance. But then also, there's also something to be said when a wife can actually lose herself in her husband, and that is an issue when you lose yourself in the partner, whether it's, you know, forgetting who you are, your individuality as a woman. Um, that can happen in that role sometimes. You hear about it where it's like, you hear women, 30 years later saying, dang, I washed his clothes, I cooked dinner, I was a devoted mom, I put my desires and my dreams on hold, and that's a problem. So I feel, in my opinion, you should have a good combination of modern day woman, you know, she wants to work, run a company. But when you come home, I think implementing, um, submitting to each other actually, but submitting to your husband is not a bad thing. I know the word submission's like, some people are like, how dare you tell a woman to go back 50 years or 100 years? No, there's something beautiful about submission. That's, you're showing your husband, I am feminine. I adore you. I want to fix your plate. I want to run your bathwater. It's a good thing, and he do the same for you. Run your bathwater. Love on you. But to me, I can take a little bit from both, you know. Um I would tell my girls, you can run a Fortune 500 company or own your own business. Be your power woman, right? But I can also share, with my girls and say, hey, there is nothing wrong with being vulnerable, you know, add a little tradition in there from back in the day because, not to make my modern day, couples, make them feel bad and say, hey, the divorce rate is really high. people are getting divorced over stupid stuff. They're not, taking the time out to communicate and and really understand each other. But getting back to also this new trad thing, it has taken a life itself. These young women are making money on TikTok, showing how they're making their dinners and, their different little uh, toys that they make homemade. So they're like showing their homemaker skills on TikTok and they're making a lifestyle out of it. So it is a real new lifestyle for these 20 something year olds. The only thing about this new thing too, I'm noticing that it's hit not just younger wives, but younger just girlfriends. And that I have a problem with. Um, until you get that ring, do not do wifely duties. Do not, unless he is really treating you like a wife and you have an ultimate goal, of getting married. But if he's not acting like a husband, uh, and he's not caring for you, don't give away your duties until you get that ring. So, anyways, I'm not going to hold you, but I just find that this new trad culture thing is fascinating. I love the conversation and the debate on whether it should be going or not. You know, um, I say, why not have a little bit of both? You can still be that powerful woman, but then behind closed doors, be that traditional woman too. Mix it up, you know? So that's just how I feel. Till next time, if you love me, please subscribe, like my video, comment, yell at me. One of these days, I'll make a live video. I'll get, comfortable. One of these days. All right, family. Bye.